Good morning, everyone who have participated here for the pre-market outlook discussion for the date of 2nd July 2026. Really, this is going to be a good day for those who have forwarded the positions taken yesterday, and hope we have clearly demonstrated about yesterday's strength and the behavioral outcome, how it would be like in the way the market respected and closed about 24,000 for one another session. So, based on the yesterday session, who and all actually constructed a long positions might have utilized the momentum what the Nifty and the Sensex given for us to book the profit. And if those positions and all carried forward means this is the day to enjoy the marginally higher profit for those, particularly on the Nifty, Bank Nifty kind of option or futures carried forward. And the individual stocks, which and all, those who carry forward, that means in the sectors of auto, bank finance, real estate in particular, metal. So in all the way, the major core sectors are expected to participate in today's move, what we have mentioned in the report, with an accelerative manner and with an intention to be involved in the buying side, and the probability will be very high for making the further high also on the Nifty side. That can be now demonstrated through the way of showing the Nifty chart, and then we can discuss about today's pre-market oriented and overall market outlook for the day. Now we'll be sharing the Nifty chart. See, the trend line what we have plotted will be surely making you all to understand the thing, and more importantly, we should actually consider the actions once the Nifty gives above yesterday's high. That is only enough. Very simple strategy you can follow in today's trade, that if the Nifty is actually, however, it is actually opening in the way of breaking yesterday's high, that is almost confirmed. But anyway, after breaking this high, if this is the Nifty is coming down through the way of retracement behavior, and that should be utilized for a long build-up kind of trading actions, because surely that will be a opportunity. That will be an opportunity for those who wanted to build the fresh long also, and even accumulation can also be taken part. So the high breakout of yesterday's one, that was exactly 24,050. Once it gets broken, the next aim for the market or Nifty will be on breaking the recent swing low, that is 24,261 was the previous swing high, that get probably attained or breached out once the today's high sustained at least in any larger time frame like 1 hour, which means in first 1 hour or any other 1 hour time candle, you are seeing the markets or Nifty is trading about 24,050 and closes also in 1 hour time frame. Then you can check that chances for the upward trend towards breaking the previous swing high of 24,261. That is the only duty the Nifty can take. Until it is happening, only the rest of the movements and all will be within a consolidative swings. That means between 24,050 to 24,250, we can expect a consolidation. That may be completing the consolidation today itself also, because based on the yesterday's high and low, one can see based on the behavioral research, it would be better watching the yesterday's high and low only as an immediate and a key action based one, so that can be aiding you or helping you to see the movement towards the previous swings high. So that 200 points of movements can be expected after confirming the yesterday's high above close in 1 hour time frame. That's it. So this total swing can be expected to get attained by the way of accelerating movement, that too from the confirmation of breaking and closing in the 1 hour time frame above yesterday's high. That's it. Very, very simple strategy you can follow for today and even tomorrow. It can be continue working. And what can be the support one can place means it is very, very simple. See, yesterday it had actually tried to defend the 23,900 as the whole day's support. Even though it has given the low below 23,900, that was only 5 points short to that 23,900. So that 23,900 again can be treated as an immediate and core support for today, even in the upcoming few sessions. So this 23,900 can be a great immediate support for the markets. Market down, once you are seeing wherever it is going, whether it is reaching or breaking above or moving above the 24,261, if it is trying to retrace towards lower level means this 23,900 will be getting involved in the way of creating demand for the buying. So that is enough. So from the downside, the swings has been created with the support of this 23,900, and the upside that 24,261 as the recent swings high is expected to get breached out. So between these 200 to 250 points, one can enjoy, including today's higher open. That's it. We can now see the pre-market discussions. See what the phrase we have mentioned is denoting for us means. Day one, that means yesterday it was the first session for the July series that delivers a smart comeback without giving a chance for the short builders on the put side, that means on the call side, and short builders on the future side, and the selling activities. In wholesome actions we can take, it was purely for the long builders and buyers. So in that manner, yesterday started with a positive note and ended too, and which indicates the further upside moments. That's the way today it got a chance for opening above 100 to 150 points higher. So that higher opening probably will be paving the path for the Nifty to get consolidating and moving towards 24,261 as its previous swings high. And the range for the initial hours and all can be expected 24,000 and 24,200. That may be easily get broken out. And once the 24,200, if you are seeing on the chart, is getting broken, there onwards, the duty will be for the Nifty to break out the 24,261 as the high of previous swing. Very rare chance we are having by the way of moving below 24,000. But in case, if it happens, 23,900 will be taking care of the further downside if it is any attempting by the Nifty. So that's it for the day in terms of level, and one can utilize a buy on dip strategy, and which is having a more consistency and possibility. That means almost 70% of possibility is there for buy on dips kind of activity. From the position aspect, as long as this Nifty is actually holding this 23,900 and mainly above the 23,700 as an interim behavior zone, as long as it is trading, chances will be there with a door opening for 24,400 to 24,700 levels even. That 24,700 only should be watched very closely While attempting this 24,700, as we have already discussed, the important actions on the price wise and the behavior wise, the core shift may be happening. That's it for positional aspect we can have. And today, the important sector one can watch out is real estate, IT. Based on the short covering, one can see the IT may be performing today. Metal, FMCG, auto, pharma, including some important stocks from banking and finance also can be watched out. On the stocks front, the day traders can focus today, which includes the news-based and technical-based ones that are Coal India, Hero Motorcorp, Indian Bank, Tata Technologies, Force Motors, NMDC, Delivery, Eternal Limited, KPIT Technologies are those stocks one can watch out for getting an opportunity for trading in today's trade. Keeping stop loss, of course, it is very much for all kind of transaction, even though the relaxation on the selling activities you are seeing, because the 30% of sell on rise also there, that may be happening around the important resistance zones anywhere between 24,200 to 24,261. You can see the selling activities may be stepping in. So you should not even get a jerk off from the positions you are building for the long. And that is why we are advising you all to keep a strict stop loss. We can now see some queries fallen. Apollo Microsystems as a stock, you can of course consider it. If you are a long-term investor, you can actually start even from the current levels investing on the stock of Apollo Microsystem. See the stock, what it is currently behaving is a consolidation based swings, which may not be having a chance of giving a bigger movement at all. But anyhow, just a minute. See, this swing based high, what it is actually recording on the chart should be get broken on the either side. But probably the attempts and all based on the behavior being taken for breaking out. Anyhow, until it is breaking the recent swings high, the consolidation based swings may be getting continued, and you can utilize in case if it is giving a movements towards a 3, that means the previous swings low that was actually 380 to 370, until it is having the movement towards the level of 360. So this particular candle's low is till now protecting the fall of the stock. So it may be utilized till it is reaching the 360 as the swings overall low. You can utilize buy and dips for this stock. Even if you are a fresh trader, you can start investing right from the 380 level to 360 level, which is what the important zone for the buying actions or investment based buyings. So that long-term based investment return may be expected with a higher manner because of the behavior is strongly hold till now without breaking important swings low. So which may be providing a return of almost from here to, if you are taking from this 450 level, that is to from the current level of 418, 30 points we are having as a target. Once it breaks the 450 as the swings high, you can expect the 500 to 540 as the target for the stock. So that is what the suggestion for Apollo Microsystems. So the next query is on Tejo. You can now see it. See, the stock is actually expected to continue its bullish momentum and advancing towards northward will be expected on the stock. And you can, if you are holding the stock, you can somewhat try to book the profit around 2000 zone. So if you are having an intention to involve in the current levels, it may be moderately involved in the current price because the retracement activities have created an opportunity for the fresh buyers also. So you can utilize the recent days low as support and you can participate at the current levels, and the previous days high also can be treated as the target for the immediate term purpose. If you are a long-term trader, it would be better to slowly accumulate the stock because the stocks is now totally changing the behavior. That means the behavior changes has happened. The structure has been changed. So because of that, one can even concentrate the stock to accumulate on investment basis too. So if it is so, one can expect the target around 2,200 to 2,400 for the 6 to 12 month period. So that's all about the stock queries. We can now conclude today's session since the market is going to open shortly. We are actually advising you to all follow the levels who and all actually yesterday clearly actually the levels and all respected, who and all followed those levels based on the behavior outcomes we have provided might got benefited. So today's it is very simple strategy we have explained. Hope you all got understand about the things, and we wish everyone to have a very successful day today for. Thank you. Bye-bye.